What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you one of the most important defensive formations in Madden 18. Now if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you join the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's going on, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the most important defensive formations slash defensive videos period for Madden 18. A good bit of this is taken from my defensive ebook, so if you haven't checked out the whole ebook yet and you decide maybe after this video that you want to check it out, the link will be in the comments and in the description. It really focuses on shutting down and containing all the popular formations in the game, shows you some of the best blitzes, shows you a good defensive scheme, how to make coverages better, all that type of stuff. So what we want to look at today is the 3-4 bear and why this is so important. So the 3-4 bear is probably the best formation that can shut down slash contain the single back deuce close formation, and I'm constantly getting comments on how to limit this formation because of the stretch and the wham and the tight end angle. It's just a very tough formation to stop. I'll probably get asked more comments on how to stop this formation than anything else other than maybe gun bunch. So I figured I would kind of give you a glimpse inside of like how you can shut this formation down with 3-4 bear. So we're going to get into that now, and we're going to want to look mainly at the cover 2 invert. Now I'm in the Ravens playbook right now. The 3-4 bear is in a lot of 3-4 playbooks, but the Ravens is probably the best playbook. So deuce close, the main things we want to worry about, obviously the wham, the stretch, probably the best 1-2 punch runs in the game, and then of course tight end angle is a tough passing play to stop. So first we're going to look at the wham because that's the run that most people have problems with. So keep in mind, I'm going to show you how to limit deuce close, how to do your best to shut it down. I talk more about it in the ebook. Obviously I talk about how to shut down single back tight slots, I talk about gun bunch, all those popular formations, and I show you how to do it from both 3-4 and 4-3. But for deuce close specifically, 3-4 bear in my opinion is the best. So shutting down the runs is actually pretty easy out of this. If you come out in this cover 2 invert, all you really have to do is base a line and crash your line out. Base a line is wire triangle, and then right on the left stick, crash your line out is LB or L1 up on the right stick. I like to also shade underneath, which is wire triangle down on the right stick. In case it is a pass play, I'd rather have those hard flats out there. And more times than not, when I'm expecting run, I'm going to use the free safety. Now, if I'm expecting a pass play, I'm usually going to use this linebacker right here. But if I'm 100% expecting the run, I want to use the safety just to help clean it up. But you'll see here, the deuce close gets absolutely just annihilated by this. That's why, bear fronts in general, like 4-6 bear does a decent job against just runs in general as well. Bear fronts are just very good at stopping the run, but this in general, like if you have trouble with the wham, you can see it literally will lose yards almost every time. There's going to be some times in games where that guy might get caught up and not come shoot through, but you can see I'm going to run this a bunch of times, and he just now that time, yeah, Fournette trucked through the whole darn team and ran it for a touchdown, but he was still hitting the backfield. And yeah, you're going to get trucked sometimes. So you want to make sure these spots right here, this is actually going to be a strong safety in this linebacker spot. So if you're playing mud, for example, put a secure tackler guy there, a big hitter, a big body there. Put somebody there that's less likely to get trucked over. But even still, that time he didn't come through for whatever reason. And it's hard for me to like use the offense and the defense, both controllers. So that would have been my responsibility to clean that up with the safety, but I was using, the offensive controller as well. But you'll see more times than not, you don't even have to clean this run up. You just base a line, crash out. Like I said, I like to shade underneath. That's just something I like to do. And more times than not, like you don't even have to clean this up. I'm not even doing anything with my safety right now because I'm trying to run the ball on offense. And you've seen that pretty much about 90% of the time gets hit in the backfield. See there, I tried to come in to clean it up, but again, I'm using both controllers, and Fournette's just trucking because that's just the animation he's getting right there. But you've seen that majority of the time he doesn't even get a chance to. He gets hit in the backfield. So that's the wham. So let's look at the stretch now. And we're going to do the same thing. We're always going to use 3-4 bear when we're playing someone that likes to run deuce close. It's just the best course of action. Even if you get beat here and there, you can see like you're going to have those chances to literally make them lose 4 yards in the backfield, and that can be crucial. They run the ball on a second down, lose 4 yards. Now they're in a 3 and long. So here we go with the stretch. The stretch, you're going to have to clean it up a little bit better maybe, but you can see the same guy he's coming off the edge. Same guy every time. Same setup. Base line, crash line out. I like to shade underneath. But I mean, you can see now that time I had to clean it up. I'm actually going to go to the replay there because the safety was shooting around, but he got picked up at the last second, so it was our responsibility to take him out. So you see here, number 37, he's coming around the edge, but Mercedes Lewis just got him before he could get the edge. So here, this is me, 33. I'm coming around here now to help secure the edge. So that's where your responsibility is. But the great thing about this formation is if you're not good at user stopping the run, a lot of times you don't have to, because that guy's going to get the edge. And again, Fournette just wants to truck everybody, which is, it's annoying because we're playing great run defense, but because of how this game is, you're still going to have people break runs like that just because of the trucking. But you could see that, like, in a lot of these situations, I'm not even getting to him first. I don't have to get to him first because the way this formation sets up, that guy always shoots either through the gap or off the edge, depending on which run it is, and he gets there. So, I mean, you can see the majority of the time, unless he's trucking and breaking a tackle, he's pretty much either got no gain or a loss of yards every time. So now, let's talk about tight end angle, which is the biggest threat passing-wise, mainly because of that corner route by X. So, let's say, again, you're in this formation, you're expecting run, and they hit you with the tight end angle. That is where things can get a little scary, because if you're on the safety, you kind of have to worry about the seam, and you got to worry about the angle route, and you're probably not going to be able to defend the corner route. But what you want to try to do is you want to try to bait throws, and you're usually going to get decent block sheds out of this formation, as you just saw right there. We got a pretty decent block shed. But if you're in a situation where you're expecting to run and they hit you with tight end angle, your responsibility is you see how quick the block sheds are in this? Now, keep in mind, block sheds are a little bit more overpowered in practice mode, so you might not get them that quick in the real game, but you still can see, you know, if you have good pass rushes, what you can do. But if they come out and they run tight end angle and you're expecting to run, you have to carry this streak. I mean, it's actually crazy just how quick they're block shedding. It's pretty remarkable. Like I said, don't expect it that fast in real game, but if you have good pass rushers, definitely expect some block shed out of this formation. So you just need to carry this safety, and then you want to kind of bait down and jump here on the angle route. Now, yes, the corner route will still be open more times than not, but that's just one of those things you're going to give up in a situation where if you're expecting to run and they pass. Now, when you're in situations where it's must pass, you're in that 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and you're expecting pass, this is when I like to go to the cover 3 out of this formation. Okay, now if they hit you with tight end angle on 2nd down or something you're expecting to run, yeah, you might get hit with the corner route. It might happen, but you just want to make sure you don't let them get an easy touchdown on that streak. And then once you carry the streak, like I said, you kind of jump back down onto the angle route and not let them get that. The drag route should be covered because we're playing underneath coverage. So now, if you're expecting pass, I go to cover 3. Like I said, 3rd and long, 4th down, you're expecting, they climb this formation, they're going to pass, they're not going to run. So you go cover 3, you base the line, you press, which is wire triangle right on the right on the left stick, excuse me, and then wire triangle down on the left stick. That's baseline and press. Shade underneath, wire triangle down on the right stick. So now that's taking care of your drags. I like to pull this safety down. Now, in this situation, like I said, when I'm expecting pass, I'm going to use this linebacker because I'm expecting pass. So this safety right here is going to take care of that streak. We have a 3 receiver hook here by our other safety right here. So keep in mind in mud, you want a 91 zone guy here to play this 3 receiver hook. That means he's going to jump all over the drag if he's 91 zone. The drag, and then once it crosses over this side of the field, this hard flat's going to take the drag. The drag's completely eliminated. What you need to do is you need to worry about the corner route yourself. You carry the corner route and then you bail back over the middle to jump on the angle route. You want to bait him into throwing you the angle route, and that's how you would contain this play. Because if not, the corner route has a chance to get open. So you need to carry that corner route and then you jump back over the middle. And I'm trying to use both controllers, so it's really hard to showcase this. But what you need to do is you need to show your opponent that, hey, I'm going to guard that that corner route, so don't even think about throwing it. And then as soon as they're like, okay, I'm going to look back over the middle to my angle route, that's when you're bailing out to the angle route. So again, you see here, I'm going with the corner, and now I'm bailing out to the angle route. And I'm trying to use her both. It's very hard, because like I said, I've got both controllers. But that's all you want to do with the cover 3 out of this. Show that you're going to take away the corner route first so that he looks to his next read. The drag's going to be covered. The streak's going to be covered by the safety. So you just go corner route to angle route, take that play away. And at that point, you make it really hard for them to run this formation, because once you run that cover 2 invert versus the stretch and wham a few times, a lot of times when you do that, you can completely get people out of the formation altogether, because they're like, man, I'm literally losing yards almost every time I run this. You're gonna put them in a situation where now they have to go to their secondary formation, and now you have the upper hand because you've made them uncomfortable. So definitely 3-4 bear if you want to shut this down. Like I said, if you want to know excuse me, if you want to know how to further shut this down and how to shut down single back, tight slots, gun bunch, stuff like that, definitely check out the defensive ebook. There's a plethora of information in there. It's not just a mini scheme and some blitzes. It literally covers everything you need to know. How to shut down the popular formations, how to mask the weaknesses of coverages, of every single coverage. You know, it does show you good blitzes, and it does show you a good scheme as well that can work for both 3-4 and 4-3. So it's not just, you know, some quick little money blitzes and stuff like that. It's a very, very in-depth guide of everything you need to know. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.